Wow. Welcome, Joy Upe. Welcome, Tommy Ashara. Welcome, Olufevo. Welcome, Abiodun Olaolu. Welcome, Aishat Ogunsoya. Welcome, Speak Live. Wow. Welcome, everybody. This is fantastic. Do us a favor, give us the like. Give us the like. Give us the love. Let the love be rolling. Call order that today MB is available. MB is here today. Wow. My feelings for you is more than the sand in the sea. Wow. Olauton Jeremiah, you are welcome. Nothing is as sweet as the gift that you are. Thank you for the love. Keep showing us love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Wow. Thank you for the love. Wow. That your love dey sweet me, oh. Wow. Thank you for showing us love. Welcome there.
Thank you.
It's black and white today now. Yeah. All right. Show your face. Let them see your beautiful face.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Mom forever.
Thank you
so much.
Oh, Junior Okula. Oh, Junior Okula. My love for you.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, Junior Okula. My feelings for you. Oh, Junior Okula.
Wow. Genesis 5 is here. Everybody, wow. Let the joy come. Yes,
Hallelujah.
Wow. That is
Shout
the
out
blessing.
to our viewers. Shout out to you.
The artist says shout out to Mr. and Mrs. SeyiFunmi, and we say shout out to our viewers. We are here because you are there.
Yeah.
Without you being there, only show your face now. This one that your face is half here, half gone. Let's see. Maybe I should shake a little bit. All right.
Okay.
So, wow. How are we going to start this evening?
Yeah. Why
I don't know. But
let's start from greeting.
Let's say hello, wonderful viewers.
Yes.
You are welcome back
ourselves
to our Instagram page, not our channel this time around. My name is Seyi.
My own name is Fumi.
And together we are called SeyiFunmi.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for showing us love. In fact, the level of love that is, oh my God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted. I'm overwhelmed. What other English? English don't finish. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
We'll still listen to the bless along the line, but for now,
let's pause.
Let's give it a pause and let's try as much as possible to start today's program. Today's program will go in 2 or 3 segments.
Yeah.
There will be a discussion. There will be a discussion of what marriage used to be then and what marriage is now. There will also be an aspect to answer your questions. Thank you so much for the love.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank
wow,
you.
wow. Thank you so much for the love.
Yeah,
We really
thank you,
appreciate that.
guys.
So, thank you. How do we start? The way marriage was then and the way marriage is
It's
now. If we try to stay on that topic,
Yeah.
ó máa pẹ́ gan-an.
Like you're gonna spend
Ó
months.
máa pẹ́ gan. If we stay on that, ó máa pẹ́ seriously.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
My dear sister Olasaida, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, ma.
Yeah.
Today we want to start on this topic, marriage in this generation.
Yeah.
We are going to do a retrospect of what marriage was then,
Used to be.
what marriage is now.
Yeah.
Some people say in the olden day it is better than what it is now.
Wow.
Other people are saying no, now is better than in the olden days. And that's why this program today will be interactive. We really want to hear from you. Marriage in this generation.
Yeah.
If you have an opportunity to choose between the marriage our forefathers had and the marriage we are having now, which one will you go for?
Yeah. That's first question.
That will be first
Preparing
question.
your answer.
Be preparing your
Or you
answer
can
for
type
us.
it. Type your
Type
answer.
your
in.
answer. If you have an opportunity, let's start with that. Thank you, Ireolua. If you have an opportunity for marriage
To
that
choose.
we used to have, or our father, because we didn't have it,
Yeah.
our father used to have in the olden days,
Yeah.
and the one we are having now, which one will you choose?
Yeah.
And why will you choose that? Marriage in this generation.
Yeah.
Marriage in this generation.
generation.
Which one are you going to choose? Welcome, Sister KG. Welcome.
Yeah.
Which one? That's the first question. We want an answer to that. If you have an opportunity to have the marriage that our father had then, if you have an opportunity to choose between the marriage our father had then and the marriage we are having now, which one are you going to choose and why will you choose that?
Yeah.
Marriage in this generation.
Yeah.
Maybe we will start with this. The first thing we will consider between marriage of old and this generation is the vow.
Yeah.
The vow. Why are we considering the vow? So much is being talked about now. You vow to me. You said this vow in the presence of God and the children of God. So we say, thank you, Brother Lawrence, thank you for joining. So we say, you made this vow in the presence of God and his children. Others will say, you said this vow in the court and it's before the Lord. Some people will say, traditionally, when you came to my place, you lie down flat. Oh, baby, you prostrate, or you prostrated then. And seek and beg my parent. That was your vow. Now this vow that you will keep talking about. In the olden days, do we have the vows? See, marriage of old. Some people say we didn't have the vow.
Oh.
And my question is, Oni, did we have the vow then?
Yeah, sure. There was vow. You know, there's a way they used to do it.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna say that, you know, then we used to have things like they are going to cut themselves.
Okay.
And maybe taste my own blood.
And I taste yours with cola nuts.
And so many things. So they vow to themselves. Some will even go to the length of taking themselves to beside a sea, sit down and speak, you know, to the sea.
They go to the herbalist.
Yeah.
They make what they call covenant. Imule.
Yeah, because that was where the limit of the understanding was.
So the first thing we want to establish tonight is vow is as old as age itself.
Yeah.
There has always been vow.
Yeah.
Whether in the marriage of old and in the marriage of this generation,
Yeah.
there has always been vow, but the way this vow is being done is the one that is different.
Yeah.
To start with, when they did it in the olden days, it is even more serious than the one you are doing now. The problem we have now is you have the Bible, some use the law, some other thing. See, what they used to do then is even more terrible than what we do now. Some of the issues that people go through later because of the vow, like then in the olden days when you make such a vow, it is not till death do us apart. So we said no other man will ever climb on top of me, and the man will say no, I will not sleep with any other woman. You know, the most difficult aspect of this is that if one of them died, it becomes an issue for the other. It is so serious that, thank you,
Dan Davis Sports.
okay, Dan Davis Paul.
No.
Yeah,
Superstore,
Superstore. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Oludayo. Yeah. Now the question is, when they have that then, and one of them die, it become an issue. Up to the level that some will say they have ghosts running after them. When they sleep, the other one comes in the dream. But you promise me, come and be with me where I am. All those stuff, we watch them in the movies, we add them. Now there has always been vow. But why is it respected in the days of old? Look at what Ruth said to Naomi. Because he has already promised to have the son, and then the son died. He said, I am following you wherever you are going. Your God will be my God. Wherever you go, I will go. Your people will be my people. That's the vow. That's a vow. But in the olden days, they kept to this vow much more than we are doing now. They are keeping to this vow much more than we are doing now.
Liberty, grace.
Now we consider that we are under grace. And grace has erased everything. That's the mistake we make. No. To be under grace is even more difficult than to be under the law. To be under grace is more difficult than to be under the law. Now, the question is, what happened? Why are they respecting the vow of old than of now? I have a question here that we will need to look into. All right. I think it's still... Okay.
Most it's not. It's not.
Okay. Most marriages they're new, but this day marriage is full of deceitfulness.
Lori Ro.
Lai lover. Lori Ro. I love you to return. Lori Ro. I can die for you. Lori Ro. I will never leave you. Lori Ro.
You are my sugar, you are my honey.
You are my sugar, you are my honey sweetie pie. Lori Ro.
Yeah, that's the generation.
Iroko, Lai lover. Iroko, go.
Let's continue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
Anyway.
Synergy. Thank you very much. So, the issue with vow in the olden days and now is that it is more respected in the olden days than this generation. Vow has become 3 for 1 riyal. Vow has become 3 for 1 riyal. We no longer give respect to the vow. You know, somebody said something one day which I sat down to think about. He said, in time past, we have an issue. And the issue is very simple. We have to love and to use. 2 issues. Now, in the olden days, we used to love people and use things. But in the current dispensation, in the current generation, we have now changed the whole scenario. We are now using people and loving things. So materialistic love has become the order of the day. Social life and civilization spoil everything. Wow. We forget our culture. Bam. True.
Civilization and freedom.
Civilization. That's in fact that's a topic for another day. Civilization and marriage.
Yes.
Civilization and marriage. Social life has spoiled almost everything. Now, welcome Sunday Inspire. Thank you very much. That's our brother all the way from United States of America. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Sunday, you're welcome.
So now, what are we really saying? The vow is as it is from the beginning till now. Yeah. But the issue is, in the olden days, we respect the vow. Yeah. But nowadays, we place less value on the spouse, on the vow. That's why that song was trending, that Lori Raw. Because it is everybody, you are my sugar, you are my tea, you are my everything. All is lie.
Yeah.
We are more materialistic, focused in everything. You want to say something on it?
I want to talk about the issue of, these days when you take the vow, what we usually had, I think we discussed this last week. Yeah. What we usually had is for better, for worse. I'm going to stay, like now for better for worse, I'm going to stay with you. But that was then. But now you start hearing things like for better to stay and for worse to go. Why? Because we are not respecting the vow, and because we are not, people don't really know the meaning of marriage, why they are going into the marriage. They don't really know exactly the reason why they are going into marriage.
Thank you all the way from Canada. Thank you. Go on, my dear.
Yeah, so that's why, and when you don't know the reason why you're there, definitely you will miss it. You will miss that very reason. You're going to miss what you need to do there. You're going to miss it. You won't know exactly what to do. But if you know why you're in that marriage, you will not say for better to stay, for better to wait, and for worse to go. No. It's not done anyway. How can you say you go into marriage for better to stay and for worse to go? Where is it written in the Bible?
Because that's what is happening now.
Where is it written in the Bible?
That's what is happening now.
So many things are happening, even from the side of the men, from the side of the women. Everyone is in it. And just before you see any little thing, you start hearing the things like, I'm going. I'm no more interested. Why? What do you think you're doing before? Do you think you're playing Joker? So the generation of this, the marriage we have in this generation is like, we just have to relearn so many things. We need to know that this marriage I'm going into, I'm not taking it for granted. I'm going into it to make the things that are not right, and to enjoy the things that are right. So it's not I'm going there to feel like, okay, whatever it is, if it is okay for me, I'm going to stay. If it's not okay, I'm going to leave. No. We need to have a rethink of how things works around marriage these days. That's why we come out
our brain.
Yeah, we need to reformat our brain.
Wow.
We need to unlearn and relearn.
Wow.
So that's it. Yeah.
Let me put a pause and welcome our viewers. Dairo Oli, thank you, Oli B, thank you very much. And then say Inerion, Francis Inerion is telling me that it's him that is watching. Oh, thank you, Francis Inerion, all the way from Canada. And I really want to bless God. We play a song to enter into this program. Marriage is a beautiful thing. The singer is right here on the program. The Blessed James. Thank you so much. He's an artist of MB. We really appreciate you, The Blessed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kola Koho, thank you so much for joining. Wow. Full la house today. Wow.
Like that, yeah.
See, I'm loving one thing. This is marriage. Now,
okay,
my own beautiful sister Dupe Inerion is telling me, don't mind Francis, we are watching together. You see, that marriage is all about beautiful drama, and I like the kind of what we are seeing now. Thank you very much for watching. Next time you push him to go and open his own phone, so that he will not be taking the glory and be saying I am the one watching. Wow. So now my question is, a little thing, the next thing you said is I'm fed up and done.
Yeah.
My dear, what were you thinking before coming into marriage in the first place? I'm squeezing my face because I'm really angry with that word. What was small things, small chinchini thing like this?
We don't endure much.
No, honey, no, it's really not sweating. Small something like this. The next thing is I'm done. I'm fed up. When you are fed and you are up, come down and eat more.
Like I really have something came to me like.
Wow. We have a father in the house. Adeleke Omishakin.
Wow.
He will always want to say, my friend, but is a father. Thank you very much for joining. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Like,
So,
what I want to, okay.
yeah, no, please don't let me boy finish. What were you thinking when you were going into imagine somebody spent like 2, 3, 4 million to do wedding paparazzi,
Yes, we're still going to talk
and
about that
under
million.
1 month you are saying you are fed up. My dear, you have to feed again. If you are fed up, come and feed down, because it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
I know you're angry with that.
It's not funny. I'm angry with that word. I'm fed up. Fed what? Feed more if you are fed up. Come and feed down. So it's wrong. Let's start respecting that vow.
Yeah, I have this equation. Like, you're gonna tell each other, if you're angry with me, if you're done with me, just go and sleep. When we wake up again, we continue.
We will begin now.
Just tell me
We
good night.
fight once.
Go to bed.
You want to
when
go.
You wake up,
Who
we
will I
start
fight
again,
the next day?
Yeah.
No, we continue. You see, marriage
we
is all.
live here.
We don't die here. We live here, and that's the truth. We are not dying here. We live here. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
When you are hungry, you become hungry. You eat, and we continue. So we can't just marry and you are telling me you are fed up. Didn't you think about it?
Yeah.
When we courted for about 4, 5 years, you aren't fed up that time. When I offended you, you still want to do. And then now we will marry. One small thing.
Really
Small
yeah,
I'm boiling because I have experiences.
Yeah.
Somebody spend millions to do wedding. And then small thing like this, small thing. And he always say, I am done. I am fed up. Fed the How many times have you fed the man that you are fed up? My dear, we stay here.
We live here.
We stay here. We live here. We don't die. Now lie, now bad language say we die here. We know they die. We they live here. We are still standing.
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome. NCC Dugbe. Oh, fantastic, fantabulous. That is my new covenant church all the way from Dugbe in Ibadan, in Nigeria. Welcome. Come on, somebody. Help me to give love. Please
show love.
Show love now. If you are online now, show love to NCC Dugbe. I want to be seeing it now.
NCC Dugbe.
Okay, thank you. Begin to show love. I want to see more. Show love.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So there is nothing like we die here. We live here. Oh, Latu.
House.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Sorry if we pronounce your name wrong.
Latuas.
Yeah.
Or
whichever way.
Okay. Love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Feed up when you still have a long way to go.
Exactly.
So there is nothing like I'm fed up.
Exactly.
Keep feeding.
Like, people don't really know that they have a long way to go.
Yes.
For better, for worse, you said it. But now, I'm done. I'm fed up. I don't want to go again. Why?
Don't you? Elijah was fed how many times? He said, I'm bellyful.
And did you know that?
God said, no, you still need to eat.
We need to realize that even life itself is full of ups and downs.
Oh, Latif Bukola, thank you very much for joining.
Life itself is full, it's just up and down every day. You will sit up, you will sit down. You will enjoy it. There's a place, there's a time you have to think about it, you know. So many things are not just going to come. It's not a bed of roses. Even life itself is not.
Can we surprise ourselves, viewers? Thank you for the love. Can we surprise ourselves? Listen, life is always a case of either or, up and down, front and back, left and right. Life is never stable and it will never be stable. I keep telling people this. Listen, life will never give you an opportunity to enjoy it. You must enjoy life just like the card you buy for your phone. Pay as you go. Enjoy life as you go. If you are waiting for an opportunity to enjoy life, it will never come. I love what the couple that was on the last program said. He said if you are waiting for when husband and wife will feel like going to
they'll have the urge for sex.
Urge for sex or take a trip to Jerusalem, it will never come.
It will never come.
So life never will give you an opportunity for you just to be there and be saying I'm enjoying myself. Listen, you must enjoy it. So let's begin to take the vow serious.
Yes.
Now listen, if the vow you are not going to keep it, it's not a must you say it. Don't bother to marry. But when you say that vow, you must stand by it.
Yeah.
For better, for what? There will always be worse. Stop deceiving yourself for better, for best.
Yeah, let me
Who
chip
told
this
you
in
so?
quickly. You know, there is this issue that we don't really understand that, you know, when you go into a vow, you know there are some causes, like there are unspoken causes that can rain down immediately you start going against that vow you made by yourself. Like, yeah, you understand what I'm saying? There's what you call unspoken causes that no one is going to say, okay, I decree this cause or whatever.
You
No
don't
one
need
is
to
going to
decree.
say it.
The moment
But
you do
because
the
you
vow.
already go against what you said you're going to do. Definitely those things. So many things are happening these days that are the reason that breaking your vows is the reason for it. And so many times, you know, it's going to be maybe the life of the children are going to be in problem because of that. You know what I'm trying to pass across today? That's just the way it is. We must respect the vow. We must follow it. We must enjoy it. As we are, you know, I love what happened in the Bible where the Israelites were building with one hand and they were fighting with another hand.
That's not the way
marriage is. You're not going
That's
to
not
wait.
the way marriage
You have
is.
to keep fighting and you keep enjoying it.
Wake up from Nollywood, wake up from Bollywood, wake up from any
You
wood,
enjoy it
from
and
anywhere.
you keep fighting, you know. So it's high time, but we're not going to say because we are in the generation of Sorosuke, because we are in the generation of speak louder. No, things cannot just.
The one that you are still
watch
speaking,
and
nobody
you
had
have
it.
to address it.
Do you realize that in the olden days when they were in Sorosuke, there is nothing like Sorosuke. They had Ali must go, and there is an effect. But in this generation, that all we know is Twitter and Instagram and fight. It still doesn't go that way. There are things that must be done.
Yeah.
I want to put a pause to that, and we move to the next one. Time is fast going.
Yeah.
And the next one is the fear factor.
Yeah.
The first one we talk about is the vow. Now the next one is the fear factor. No pain, no gain. That's life. Thank you, Sunday. Thank you so much.
Wow, we love Marriage is Beautiful. Wow,
thank you so much, Latif. We love you too.
God bless you.
Yeah, and
so many comments.
Thank you so much. Thank you. The comments are just pouring in, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And now the next thing is, in the marriage of this generation, there is no longer any fear in it.
No one is.
Marriage has become 3 for 1 riyal.
3 for 1 naira.
1 naira, 1 riyal, $1, £1. Wherever you are listening to us, it has become 3 for 1. Now the question is, excuse me, in the olden days, there is this fear and respect that we have for that institution called marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear songs like that in the olden days.
Yeah.
You are married today.
Yes,
tomorrow no more. You are married today. You are married forever.
Yeah, that's it.
Those are the songs that we used to run. And if you are going, the girl begin to sing, to cry when she is going. Do you know why she's crying? Because she knows she no longer have a place in her father's house.
That's it.
The moment you leave and you go, that is all. Nobody is interested to have you back. They will tell you. I remember when I went for my traditional wedding to marry my wife, they told her in my presence that Jenny, let me speak now. Say you don't have room here. Oh. We don't give our
child out
and take her back.
No way.
Listen, you have to learn how to manage. You brought this man all the way from his place to here, and you told us that you are telling us that you love him now.
I still love you.
And it's okay with
forever.
you. They asked you the question again, say yes. And they asked me, my son, you love her? I said yes. Say, listen, there is no coming back. That is the fear factor that we're talking about. The fear factor that we're talking about. But now, it is some people's mother that will go to the husband to help her pack. All in the name, when they separated, there will be something in it for them.
Yeah.
All because they believe that when they separated, there is something in it for them. I've had a story of recent of a man helping his wife, helping his daughter to build a house under the husband, and the husband doesn't get to know. It doesn't happen like that in the old days. They will tell you, what you come to tell me now, is your husband aware Did you agree
Sorry,
on that?
if you didn't hear the language, like if you didn't hear
That's why I'm trying to repeat, rephrase it.
Yeah.
Is your husband aware of this thing? But now, I said we have shifted our love. We no longer love people. We love things and use people now. That's the problem we are having in this generation. We see, in the olden days, it wasn't as if to say marriage is that easy. It wasn't as if to say there is no problem. It wasn't as if everything is rosy. But they have that mentality and the fear factor that I have no home to go back to.
And I want to quickly say this. Do you know that recently in this generation, let me go back to the topic, like this generation we are in, the issue is this: we are talking about a room in your father's house. These days, ladies don't have room anymore. They have their own duplex.
And that's the problem.
They build their own duplex already. And you want to come to them, they feel like, what else do you want to give me?
Or why would the father be saying you can't come back into my house when she already had the duplex?
Have her own house to go to. So like we feel too much of ourselves, like we feel too much of the things we have, like the material things. We feel like, okay, like for instance, if a lady is working and she's taking millions, maybe like 3 million, and the wife and the husband is taking 1 million, do you know that the lady might want to, if you don't have the fear of God, you might want to ride the man.
Oh, my boss, you
might want
will
to
be the boss of the man.
You know. So, and that's where the fear comes in. No more, we don't fear it. Like if we really want to follow what the Bible tells us about marriage, the beginning where we started from is that the husband should be respected.
Is the edge.
And by so doing, and we are talking about respect, that we are talking about respect. We are not saying that we won't have things to argue out. We are not saying that you won't have issues to trash out.
Yes.
We are not saying that there won't be time where you have to sit or stamp your feet as a wife and say, no, honey, we are not going this way. Because you can see God is changing something that will happen after that. Like, we are not saying that you should not talk. No. Respect is beyond, we need to trash issues out. Respect is beyond, this is what we need to do, and we need to agree on it, even despite that I'm the one bringing the opinion. You see, so respect, as in marriage, has a lot. It has so many things to do. Like, if you do it, it's one of the reasons. Like, you are obeying the rule, like the law, you're obeying God.
You know, we discussed,
and the blessing will come.
Yeah, we discussed this a lot in respect in marriage. One of our videos on our YouTube. Please, if you are watching us now and you are not yet subscribed to our YouTube, please go to at Marriageisbeautifulg4.
Yeah.
The logo you are seeing on the background is what you will see on the YouTube page. When you see this logo that you are seeing on the background, that is our page. At Marriageisbeautifulg4.
Yeah.
Or at MB.WithSeyiFunmi. It will bring it out. Please subscribe to that channel. There are so many. We have over hundreds of videos for you to watch. Anyway, now, apart from the fear factor, what is it with the marriage of old and the marriage of this generation? What is it with the marriage of old? See, another issue is the responsibility issue. Responsibility issue.
Yeah. That's
the
question we received, right?
Now, it has become an issue because man himself is dropping his responsibility and allowing the woman to take it.
The woman is now the one keeping the gate.
The woman is now the one keeping the gate. The woman is now the one feeding you. Now, my brother, are you any better than a gigolo? No. Let's be realistic. Today is hot and we are talking to one another.
Yeah.
Are you better than a gigolo? He is the one that will feed you. He is the one that will pay children's...
She's the one.
She is the one that will feed you.
Yeah.
She is the one that will pay the rent.
Yeah.
She is the one that will do this. Even when your family is coming, she is the one that will... All because my wife is... Even if your wife is richer, why doesn't that wife establish something for you and you get something doing? And if you are doing the same thing, you could be running the same business. Why are you not up and doing and running the business with her? No, come on. The moment that you share your responsibility and give it to the woman, then the woman becomes the head and you become the tail. Part of the issue, I'm not blaming women of nowadays. I'm not blaming them. And the reason why I'm not blaming them is that We are sharing responsibility. I didn't say she can't help. She's an
sure.
helpmate. When you bring the bread on the table as the breadwinner, let her put the butter on it. But it is not her that will bring the bread and bring the butter, and at the end of the day, you still want her to respect you. Listen, if I'm that woman, it will be difficult for me. I feed you both by mouth and the other way. I don't ask me what the other way is. I provide for the kids. I am the one even giving you something to give to the family. All you sit is you put the small towel around your waist, as if everything around your waist is what make you a man. Today is what, Abby? We must tell each other the truth. Why the marriage of this dispensation is not working is that we
lost it.
Piling too much on the woman to do. She is an helpmate. She is not the one to stand. Even when she has all the money, you yourself must be a man, and a man indeed. Stop relaxing because she is there. Stop relaxing even in the place of prayer. Stop relaxing even in the place of authority. Some of us has handed the staff of authority God has given unto us, unto this woman, and we are now complaining that they are lording it over us.
Let's shed a little light on that authority. So that they won't say, we are talking about authority. We are not saying that you should act like the lion of the tribe of our family is around and everybody is running it as skater in the house. No, that's not what we are saying.
You are the lion of tribe of Judah in the
talking
family.
About authority is not about, hey, I mean, and everybody should get lost, So you have to handle it with wisdom. And the way you pass your message, and we know that, yes, you are talking with, you know everything with the scepter, not just say, hey, I'm the man in this house. Like we used to say, I used to say that you don't need to tell us. We know you are the man. We know you are the man.
When you are the man, we know you are the man.
But
telling us that you are the man means you are not really the man.
What makes you the man is not the word. It's not the head. It's not because you are a male. It's not because you have jingolo under you. It's because you are acting in that position
of being a man.
Yeah.
The next thing we will look into, right, is the cultural aspect.
Yeah.
The cultural aspect.
That culture is so again. Yeah.
Civilization has eroded our culture. And one of the reasons why the marriage of nowadays is not as respected as the marriage of old is that we lost it. Listen.
By other people.
Israel produced Jesus as the chosen generation.
Yeah.
The British or UK or England or whatsoever accepted. They brought it to us. But the difference between us and them is why they accept Christ. It did not change their culture. But when it came to us, we forget our culture, forget the totality of what we are, and we become a slave to a religion.
Wow.
We are not religious people. And when I mean religion, I go all the way into the other side also.
Yeah.
Some are already slave into whatsoever they believe, and it's affecting. See, in the civilized world that brought Christianity to us, it didn't change their culture. Why are we now changing our culture all in the name of civilization?
Yeah.
You don't know the meaning when the woman wakes up in the morning and kneel to you.
Yeah.
I didn't say that's a must for you to do if it is not in your culture. But I've seen successful women and men who are into marriages and they still say it. One of the preachers said, whenever I want something from my husband, I will kneel beside a bed in the morning and call Olowo Orimi, Okwayami, Ade Orimi. Trouble for you no hear Yoruba. Say, my crown, my king, my love, my one and only, my sweetie pie, my sugar pie, the cockroach in my cupboard. By the time I will get to half of this, my husband will say, Oni, what do you want? But now, it is difficult for us to do that. Civilization. It's now an archaic idea for you to kneel.
Yeah, because we feel is a sign of maybe a slave.
Yeah,
maybe
slavery.
Like you feel like maybe a slave.
My dear, it is not slavery.
It's culture. Like
Sarah respected Abraham unto the level of calling him my Lord. Stop deceiving yourself. Where did you get your own from? Even from the Bible that we talk about, Rebecca alighted from a camel to meet Isaac. Stop twisting things. Respect is still demanded in marriage. Our culture is not bad. We said something, our culture, our marriage. There are things that should be eroded.
Of course.
If I have to ask you to call the smallest in our house now, Daddy Wa, and he has the right to direct you anyhow. No, I'm not talking about that. But the level of respect we accorded each other in marriage, in our culture and traditional way, don't lose it. We are here, and you know it yourself. You know how you do like this, and the man comes down. Don't forget it. Our culture is also important. Please don't mash on it. It's my king. It's my everything. Your wife is your queen. The same way that the wife respects the husband under our culture is the same way the husband is respecting his wife. They say we have so many in the olden days it's still polygamy. Everybody goes. Can I say something here? Viewers, are you listening to me? Now listen. Every man is polygamous at heart. Every man is polygamous at heart. Now the religion whatsoever came and took polygamy out of the culture, but he did not take polygamy out of the man.
Out of his heart.
The whatsoever that you do to take polygamy out of the culture did not take polygamy out of the man. Can I give you one example? Because then the man has 3-4 opportunity to marry, then he married 3-4 wives. Now you are not allowing the man to marry it now. He's using it as a form of concubine, side chicks. Polygamy is still there. I am not supporting it. No. I am not saying that is the right. But the truth of the matter is, the culture, the whatsoever you do to take the polygamy out of the culture did not take the polygamy out of the man. Man is basically a polygamous at heart. It's only when God redeem you. It's only when God bring you. It's only when God save you that the act of polygamy will leave your heart.
That's right. That's right.
And how do you get that to do? Now, you know this man has the tendency to be polygamous. When you hold him, don't allow him to go.
See yourself.
Closer. Hold and tight. Hold and tight. Not even give opportunity for another person to look outside. He loves bumper shorts. Wear for him in the house, even if you can't wear it outside. He loves the see-through nightie. Buy and wear it in the confinement of your room. Stop saying that it's running after one girl with toothpick. Make your own leg like toothpick also. Wear the high heel. Don't get married. Get one child and become another thing. The same way you were rolling it for him when you first married. Go back to the same way and roll it for him. Let him see it. Package yourself.
Roll it.
Let's finish program. They don't roll it here now. Let's talk it. No, roll anything here. Unless we will roll another thing and come back to the program. Let's go on. So.
Oh my. Yeah.
So in essence, listen. In essence, don't allow him to think about polygamy that he drop. Ensure that you take it completely out of his heart. Let the culture that you inherit, that is so rich, still allow the rich and the useful aspect of it to be okay, to be used for you. You were going to say something because our time is fast.
I know. I can say so. Let's go because time is gone.
All right. We come to another aspect where marriage of old is different from today. Kids training. Kids training. When the Lion of tribe of Judah, who are the man, speaks in the olden days, everybody keep quiet. But now, he wants to talk. Mommy is coming front, going back. They don't used to beat.
That caused
We were beating, we didn't die.
No correction anymore.
Because you are not correcting them anymore. That's where you have the generation of people you can't talk to. They become warriors on keyboard. They become social media soldiers.
Manners.
They become social media military men. They become social media police. They can talk to anybody anyhow. Who born you when we were growing up? Papa talk. You know, it's funny. It's not a good thing, but I will say it. Sometimes if Papa wants to beat you, Mama mistakenly go put hand. She go shop out of the cage.
They will put together. I think I experienced that before.
I'm not saying that.
I understand.
But what I'm saying in essence is that we were brought up, trained so well then. Now you don't want them to be trained. Then you are complaining that they are behaving like people who are not. The people you don't train will definitely behave like a bastard. A child that is not well trained, in the olden days, both Mama and Papa trained them together. Imagine Papa give you one slap, you enter, go meet Mommy. I love our Mommy for one thing. They have different type of this training. Igbati, Igbaju, Ifakun. You know, they are training objects that reset your brain. When you eat abada, for an example, they land it in a place that your hand is not able to watch me. You are trying to touch. Then your cry becomes psychedelic. Then you by the time it come out, it galvanates, it moves in step, and you will go to Mommy. And then if you don't get out of the room, how many times did I always tell you listen to your father? But nowadays,
I saw something
it is Mommy that will come.
After your African mom beats you, we said, wait, let your daddy come, I will report you. That's after you've taken a lot of abada, she's gonna say, wait, I will report you to daddy. So the one she did before daddy comes, what is that one?
That one is a appetizer now.
So
you know, in those olden days, once your mommy tell you that daddy your father will hear this. You are already peeing on your body. Mommy, please, I won't do it. Don't tell daddy. But these days, we don't train no more. And we say we have a marriage. No. The children you refuse to train now are going to become
mothers tomorrow, our
fathers and mothers tomorrow, and the level of training reduced. Thank you, Bobberry. Thank you, beloved. Wow, my people is full in the house today. We move to the next one. We have just about 2 more. I don't know whether we'll be able to take the question. We will try. The equality aspect. Honey?
Yeah.
I think you need to talk about that. All this feminist equalism, we are equal. We are the same. You and me, you know I wear trousers, you wear. So we don't.
Trouser is different from trouser. We have ladies trouser, we have men's trouser.
Trouser. Any trouser is a trouser.
Okay. Ejadidin is a fish.
Omigari is a water. It's a nika.
So guys, let's go on.
So now the question is equality.
Yeah.
She will talk. But what I wanted to say is, listen, can I shock you? We are not equal and we can never be equal. Irrespective of whatever they preach to you. We are not equal and we will. The day it sink into everybody's medulla oblongata is the day marriage will come back to normality. Why does the woman need to kneel down beside the bed and praise her husband? Now we are equal. We are equal in one way.
Yeah.
We are equal because we are both involved in this marriage. But even in equality, there is still a leader. There is still an hierarchy. It is God on top of the husband on top of the wife on top of the children. Also, stop deceiving yourself. All in the name you bring in money to the table, you do this, you do that, you are not equal. And that's why it doesn't last. In the olden days, they don't believe that they are equal to the husband. Sarah is an example. I've talked about Rebecca. I've talked about Ruth. I am giving you an example. All these people that you talk about, they give respect to the husband. I didn't say lord it over your wife. Go ahead.
No problem.
Equality.
Yeah, talking about equality, like this feminism, whatever we want to call it.
Still marry me now. Femi.
See, we are not equal, like my husband said. We are not equal in any way. See, bringing money home or cooking, doing everything has nothing to do with being equal. If you want to respect God's word, the Bible did not tell us that you and your husband are equal. We still have to, like, we need to let that one, we need to allow that to get into our head. Like, we are not equal. This thing is causing a lot of issue. It's causing so many things in marriages. Homes are breaking because you did this, I have to do the same thing. Like, Yoruba have a better way of saying it. I don't know anything about so that.
Okay.
Like, only tí abaniki obìnrin tatorin.
Kọkùnrin tatorin. Ẹni kan máa lómi lẹ́yìn ẹsẹ̀ dúra wọn lọ.
Can you interpret it?
Said if we ask the man, pee and be working, and we say the same thing unto the woman, pee and be working at the same time, one person will have
get more weight. Like,
urine at the back of the leg than the other. Because the man will pull it up like this and be peeing and be walking. The woman is coming straight. It will definitely touch her leg more.
So that's it. That's marriage. That's why we should look into marriage in this generation. Are we still staying on what God tells us? Do we still respect our culture? Because if we are able to stay on what God tells us, and we are able to, on what the Bible says, and we are able to respect our culture, see, things will work. The culture we are borrowing that we are using these days, so they are used to it. That's what they are doing, and they understand it better. They know what they are doing, and that's what they are doing. They enjoy it. They respect it. They don't care because that's the way they are trained. But the way we are trained, you see, we still need to balance it. We know it's not easy, like, but we still need to balance it. Those are the things that we help us. We can't be talking about this generation, marriage in this generation, who measure is. We have to measure because that is what
equality. That's what
you
they
see. The people that are telling you that we are equal, they don't believe in marriage.
Most of them are frustrated. They are not even married, or some of them are single mother. It is now they become the motivational speaker to speak to you. Somebody want to talk about marriage to you and is not married, and is telling you marriage is not good. How will you know what is not good when you are not tasting it, when you are not in it? Listen, when we talk about not being equal, I want to put this out to you. Do you know when God was giving instruction on which fruit to eat and which one not to eat? It was never there yet. It was Adam that God was talking to. Go and check your Bible. In Genesis 2:17, when God was talking, he was talking to Adam, not Eve. It was Adam that now passed the message to Eve. Who said they are equal? If they are equal, they should have been. They should have. It was after that message he now look for an helpmate. I love the way Bible put it. Help me. Don't forget it. I can put her by my side. I don't have to put her behind me. I can put her by my side. We are jointly involved in this marriage. But there are still decisions I make. Don't deceive yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. There are still decisions I make. And I will seek our opinion. We'll sit together. If we can't agree on it, we'll go back to it again. But at the end of the day, there are things I stand my feet on ground and say, no, this should be done. Now listen, stop deceiving yourself and looking for equality where there is none. God never, look at this finger. They are never and they will never be equal. So forget all about this. We preach marriage is beautiful. We preach everything, but we still tell you the truth inside it. The moment you don't want him, even if he puts you as equal or he puts you as even more than him,
still respect.
Yara and brain. Do as if you are still under him. In most cases, they are the one controlling us. But we allow them to control us because they do. I will not read now.
Who are the they?
I didn't read. They do. See, when I said control, one thing will make you to talk about the control. One thing will make you to be in control, not necessarily. You see, there is what we call the mumu button. We usually say when you press it, whatever you want us to do, we do. Is that not control? Remote? I don't want to talk. Maybe we'll go to the next one.
No talk.
We don't have time.
See, like before we go, let me say this. See, you say this. Okay, let's go on because of the time. Then later on, I will say it.
The final one is the money factor.
Okay.
Money answers all things. In the olden days, the man controlled the money. He is the one that has the farm, and Mama Kabiru and Ya Jennifer and Baba Sheyi and Ya Yemi goes to farm with the husband. So he is the controller. The daughter doesn't even have money to build her own house. That is why she cannot. She lives in her father's house until she's about to go and get married. Now, nowadays, the money has become an issue. Men are now looking for rich sugar mommy, sugar auntie, sugar brother, sugar this one.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the sugar is cutting jedi to them. It's really purging life out of them. They won't listen.
So many men die inside. Like, they won't talk.
How can you talk?
Still proving that I'm the man.
How can you talk? I'm telling you the truth. How can you talk? How can you be talking when you are not in control of anything? How can you be talking?
So,
we have few
some questions here that sent.
I will quickly go through that. Because we promised to look at those questions today. Question number 1. I think we've talked about most of them. We'll quickly just go. He said, is it right for the husband to demand that the wife take off 50% of the responsibility of the house? And once you demand that, now you are equally and jointly involved. So don't believe that you want to make any demand. Don't believe that you want to make anything.
50%.
If she's paying 50%, she has 50% authority. That's it. She can give you the 50% by herself. But when you demand 50% from her,
give the 100%.
she can give the 100% by herself. But when you demand the 50% from her, remember that you are giving authority. You are sharing your authority into two. Your kingdom is divided into two. Quickly, the next one. What is your take on premarital agreement that couples sign to? They sign a deal or saying who take what in case of divorce. You are going into marriage, Johnny,
don't think about
and you have already started thinking about divorce and what you want to take out of it. And don't bother going into the marriage. It's a waste of time.
It's not right.
Yes, to me, this is our own stand of that. Once you start thinking about who take what in case of divorce, then you've broken the home before it started.
Exactly.
In the first place, how are you going to get into marriage and then you start thinking about divorce? Don't go into that marriage, please. Don't
sentence yourself.
Don't sentence yourself. Any marriage that has a premarital agreement that you have to sign, I beg you, forget the marriage. It's failure mentality. You already said this marriage will fail at a point.
Yeah. Because you start working on that
mentality.
That's what you will be working on. That's what every little thing you think about divorce, because that's what you
already. I know that. Okay, I'm going to take 50. You are going to take 50 or 70-30. Especially God help you if you are very rich. And then we'll be thinking about once you are 10 billion. Then I know that if we divorce today, I will have 3 billion. Be divorce. It will be doing me like divorce, because I know I'm going to gain from it.
As they do you.
It's no good that kind doing. Final question, Jare, so that we can go. Actually, we started by 5 after, so we are still on time.
Yeah.
Which one of 3 types of marriage is most important? Court, traditional, church, or what you call white wedding?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. In fact, the most important of all the marriage is Babagbo Yagba, the traditional marriage.
Yeah.
If you get to court, they will tell you that if you have married before, and they will tell you marriage means that somebody take a cup of water and give to your parents, I want to marry your daughter, and your parents consented, you are already married.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what they told us. Yeah, we tried every 3 aspects of it. We did the traditional, we had the court wedding, and then we go to church blessing.
Yeah. I don't really like. You say white wedding. Is there any black wedding?
I don't know. I don't know. That's the mentality that is wrong.
Wedding.
White wedding.
There is no black.
Which one
wedding.
is black?
And this white wedding, so many people spend millions, and at the end of the day, getting into home, you discover there's nothing more to spend. You start borrowing money at the early stage of that marriage, and before you know, the fight will start. When you start paying money, every little money you have, you pay.
10 years after marriage, they are still paying debt too. I won't do celebrity wedding. you go collect money for loan, 5 years loan, because you won't do wedding, and people will finish and go to their home.
That's marriage. They will come and eat and go.
See, there is nothing called white wedding. Once you
Church
are married,
blessing.
If you want to do it in church, do it in church, but don't overdo. You are given a bill of 10 million to do wedding. You don't have a land, you don't have a house, you don't own any property, yet you want to use 10 million to do wedding.
People are doing it too.
People are doing. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. I read about Ghanaian couple who killed themselves within a week after wedding because they borrowed money and they expect a lot of people to give them something.
Give them money.
Yeah, it's still on net. You can search it out.
Oh my.
And within a week, husband and wife killed themselves. I tell God beg you.
No pass your
boundary. Have you talked him again? Man talk him again? No pass your boundary. Ṣebí o ti mọ aṣọ sọ together ni. Ẹlẹ́wà ṣàpọ̀. Not according to your cloth, according to your size.
Gegere. Fit.
Man, not according to your size, they are according to your clothes.
You're right.
And for those of you who are always asking for wife material, are you a good tailor? Because a bad tailor would destroy a good material. So stop asking wife material. If every woman is asking for husband material, who will marry? You are not husband material, you are asking for wife material.
And that comes the issue of perfection. No one is perfect. If you're talking about wife material, we are not saying that, there are some things that someone would do, you say, okay, this one is a good wife. But no one is perfect. You as a man that is looking for wife material, you are not perfect.
He should also be a good tailor so that they can sew the material very well. You are not perfect and
the wife is not perfect. So there are still things, even if you see a wife material, there are still things that you will discover later. I don't know the way you guys are putting like wife material. Yes, if you see a good wife material, there are still things that you will see in her later that you will discover newly, and you say, "Oh, I don't know that my wife has those habits."
Black market.
Marriage,
that's what like, marriage is.
I
discover a lot of things about my wife, and she discover a lot of things about me.
You discover good things.
Yes, this is what we're saying.
Yeah, only God is perfect.
I can't know everything.
You can't, and I can't know everything about you.
You still never know and finish. You still
learning each other.
Wow.
And to crown it all, let me say this, but I wanted to say it before. To crown it all, I want to tell the viewers that, see, no marriage is perfect. Because even as individuals, we are not perfect. You are not perfect. Your husband is not perfect. You just have to accommodate each other. We have to keep accommodating each other. You just overlook so many things. Like, talk more.
Have a lot of amojukuros.
Yeah, then talk more about the good side of that person than the bad side. Like, you should appreciate the good side of your husband or your wife more than complaining about the things that he or she is not doing right, you know. So with that, and let me tell you this, like the first issue we treated, don't just say that, okay, I'm done because of issues.
If you are done, we cook
everybody, every marriage has ups and downs. Every marriage has issues. Honey, we used to tell you guys that we talk. We argue, and that is what makes us strong. We don't sweep issues under carpet. I don't want to talk. No, me, I will talk, and he will talk too. Like, before we come here, what were we saying? We were talking about something. Was it music? And we was like, the time is going. Come as Oni, let me dress up. He said, you won't understand me. It's not ariwo like that, but there are things that you talk about, and those little things does not have to cause major things. Learn to handle little things in a little way. Don't let it escalate to major things.
Don't make mountain out of molehill. Don't make mountain out of molehill.
That's it.
Marriage is sweet. Marriage is enjoyable. But all you need to know is you have to learn to persevere. Need a lot of amojukuros. You know what amojukuro is? You see and you do look like as if you don't see.
Yeah.
Until the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's say hello to we want to appreciate everyone.
In fact, we can't mention name. It's too much. And for those of you who stayed by us from beginning to end, and everything. We really appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you,
everyone. We
everyone.
appreciate you so much. She came so early and she's still here.
She's still
Thank
here.
you so much. We love you.
We love you.
We usually have this program every 2 weeks on
every
on
other
our
week.
YouTube.
Yes, in the next week will be on our YouTube, and we are having a guest.
And we have a guest.
People are saying you have a guest, we don't have enough time to discuss and to talk with one another. So we make it 1 week on Instagram, 1 week on YouTube. Yeah. So next week it will be on YouTube, and the week coming after we will be back here. Yeah. Until next time. When we'll be coming across your way again. Yeah. Okay, my wife said music before we go. Let me check. Let's put the music in there. Yeah.
So we can just buy the music.
Okay.
So I want to appreciate everyone. Yes, Boju.
Yeah, Boju.
Boju, like
Boju.
You just say
Boju.
Saint Mal Boju.
I believe.
Boju.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah.
This guy is still here now. The bless is still here. All right.
Let's enjoy this interlude before we go.
Let's just enjoy this music as we round up for today. Somebody say he loved you, so let me give another one. I love you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you more.
Me more. Oh my bad argument here. It's me more. It's me more. It's me more.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Enjoy the music and the bless. We love you. We love everybody. All the way from Canada, Emirion, Jorpe, everyone that is online. My brother, all the way from USA. Sunday Inspired. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. The bless. You are honored. You are always respected, my brother. Wow.
It's Uncle Mom.
I love that, Joe. Okay, Sunday Inspired say I'm dancing. That's why we're not off. We will play the music, and when the music is done,
Mr. Dupe will talk later. You have to explain, no? That's your theory.
Wow. Oji Yori Okolo.
Yes. And yes,
yay. Ebe. Get. Now only you dey cool my temper. Oh la.
I'm
ready to swim. Guys, let's say goodbye, Jerry. This woman, may we not start another thing. We'll go ahead. We will continue.
See you next time.
That dance, you will dance it after we are off this camera. No, don't finish it for here now. You will dance it for me in the other room. See you some other time. Thank you very much, everyone. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have good news for you. Okay, we'll talk later.
All right.
Oh,
wow.
Michelle is joining. Just right
Michelle is joining. Okay, this is what we are going to do for those.
Let me put it that way.
Okay, for those of you, yes, we will DM and call. For those of you who are here now, this is what we are going to do. By the special grace of God, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, this will be on our YouTube channel. You can watch it.
Instagram.
Yeah, it will.